Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mudahar, and I'm pretty devastated, to be honest. This is kind of a call out video to Seth MacFarlane, one of the creators of Family Guy. There was a time when I was almost in the show. Okay, this is some pre-release screen grabs of one of the episodes of Family Guy where I was in there, and I am not in Family Guy. Okay, I was cut out, and it is absolutely. God damn! I was never in Family Guy, ladies and gentlemen. This is just kind of a parallel joke to a situation that I've seen on the internet that actually blows me away with how insane it is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is a creator known as Rosanna Pansino, okay? If you don't know who Rosanna Pansino is, this is her YouTube channel, okay? She's a pretty sizable channel, 14.5 million subscribers. Big creator, very massive. And of course, their content is wild, okay? They test weird pumpkin gadgets. Woo! Cut a hole in a pumpkin. That's wild. Sometimes you got going goth for 24 hours, which, let's be honest, going goth isn't just a phase, it's a lifestyle, all right? But let's not get started at I ate everything at Super Nintendo World Universal. So obviously this content is centered around embryos, so if you've never been attached to it, it is what it is. But she has come out and said something damning about MrBeast. This is a video MrBeast made called Extreme $1 Million Hide and Seek. And if you're noticing Logan Paul somehow being at the center of every controversy in the world, that's because Logan Paul, his position was lied about. It was actually Rosanna who was number 3 in the situation. Now, how do we know this? Because she came out very bravely and talked about, I've been allowing others to treat me poorly in private for many years, and I'm fed up. I am going to start standing up for myself and finding my voice. Okay. So she writes, MrBeast lied and edited me out of the top 3. Oh, man. I normally would never make videos about this, but when I found that it was about hide and fucking seek, dog, we are soft as a species. You know how messed up it is that there's like really messed up things going on in the world right now? And there's still an adult, older than me, by the way. I'm 29 years old. I feel like a grandpa at this point. That feels that they have been basically, that because they were edited out of winning a hide-and-seek tournament on YouTube. Goddamn. We are soft. After filming at Wrapped, I truly couldn't believe how well I did at the competition. Who is excited past the age of 11 after winning a hide-and-seek tournament? When the video released, I was shocked, disappointed, and felt hurt. That video was released back in 2021, okay? So this has been brewing for a little bit. MrBeast had edited the video to make me look I performed worse than I did. This was extra upsetting because I genuinely believed him when he said his videos are authentic and real. Man, nobody introduced Spike TV to this individual. Ooh, nobody tell her about reality television. 99.9% of it is fake. Now, to be honest, if MrBeast claims his videos are authentic and real, I really do wish that he never flubbed up or edited things up, but we'll get to that in a minute. He edited the video to make it look like the 3 final people were Larry, Logan Paul, and Zach King. The final 3 people were actually Zach, Quackity, and myself. Ooh, she was cut out of the podium finish, it seems. Now, it wasn't really even that she got number 1. She was just like podium finish, which honestly, in my ultra competitive ass, that's just basically being like second or third or first or second loser. But we'll get past it, okay? For the entire duration of filming, we all wore earpieces connected to walkie-talkies that would announce in our ears when someone had been found or when we had to move hiding spots. If we didn't move, you were immediately disqualified. While I was still hiding, they announced that they found Logan Paul. I can't believe I outlasted him. He's a fierce competitor. Man, they're making it sound like this is an Olympic sport right here. It is hide and seek, okay? This is about as exhilarating as fucking competitive Foursquare. Let's relax here. It was at this time that I found in transition moving to my next hiding spot. When Jimmy found me, he brought me to the field to be with the others that had also been found. I thought I placed 4th. However, Lara had fallen asleep and we hadn't moved in a long time, so he was disqualified. This meant I got 3rd place. How do you fall asleep during a hide-and-seek tournament? So anyways, I had placed third, Quackity placed second, Zach placed first. That's actually what happened. Despite Jimmy editing out the only female in the top 3, I was proud of what I had achieved. I followed the rules of the game, gave it my all, had fun, never gave up. They can't take that away from me. Man, if you let a hide-and-seek tournament and the editorial mistakes stew over 2 years only for it to blow out now, I don't know what to say, dog. That means you're living life on easy street. Let me tell you, there's actual injustices in the world. You were part of an entire MrBeast production, which, may I remind you, was probably one of the largest productions of that year anyways. And the fact that you were in there at all is actually a great boon to your what should I say, actual clout. This is something that's going to give you a massive bump up in your relevancy, in your subscriber counts, in your viewership. And the fact that you couldn't just be happy with that and you had to be top 3 in a hide-and-seek tournament, which, trust me, I get it. If MrBeast says his videos are real, then you should absolutely stand up with facts and logic, okay? Just like good old Ben Shapipo. But ladies and gentlemen, this should have came out like a month or 2 after. And you might be like, but Muna, what about an NDA? You could have talked about this, I assume, probably after the video came out. I don't know why you had to wait 2 goddamn years to discuss this situation, but I normally wouldn't, again, really be talking about this because it is basically just a nothing burger. It wasn't until when I actually started reading other tweets that she made. She had a full meltdown about the situation yesterday when she was going out doing an entire press tour with like every podcast about this situation. For somebody that doesn't want to clout chase, it's really insane how you're going to like every single podcast tour to talk about this. MrBeast's friends aren't sexist. And then she quote tweets Keem, giving him like shots in the dark over there. Jesus Christ. And of course, Keem says, how can you be so self-absorbed that you publicly try to cancel someone for not getting credit for coming in 3rd place in hide and seek? Now, obviously, he's got a point over there. To be honest, it is a hide-and-seek tournament, okay? And I don't really think this is canceling somebody because an overwhelming amount of actual individuals saw this for what it was, which was a giant joke. The only people that would actually get mad at somebody for this, like I can foresee somebody in the comments, Muda, how dare you not respect the sanctity of hide-and-seek? How dare you not touch fucking grass? It is a hide-and-seek tournament. Let's calm down. I want to also start off by saying, too, that sexism is such a weird way to, like, portray this as well, too. I get that you were the only woman on the entire, like, podium that got cut out in this situation, but your entire argument is already built upon a faith basis that is so bad that it's actually laughable. I mean, you came out 2 years after the situation. People that are criticizing you over the situation because of, I guess you could say, this being the biggest first world problem imaginable, are not sexist individuals, okay? Trust me, we would be laughing at any guy, okay, who would be this goddamn sensitive over a hide-and-seek tournament anyways. At the end of the day, this is not a big deal, and to make it a big deal, and for a lot of these journalists to go out and publish articles over this, feels like the most astroturfed campaign about this one minute situation. So again, she gets a further quote question-answer session. Why do you care if you didn't win anyways? That's a very selfish mindset. It's not just about me. I feel bad for Quackity too. His performance was also messed with. Something he talked about, I think, a year ago anyways, so could have discussed this. Could have jumped into it if it really burned you down into the core of your soul. I am a team player. I believe in good sportsmanship. I care because we were told the game was fair and honest, and it wasn't. We were competing for $1 million to give away to our communities. That is life-changing money. We all wanted to win to give back to those who have supported us. Let's not extrapolate this into the audience. And no matter what, the money was distributed to people anyways, okay? So at the end of the day, all right, yes, I get being mad over an editorial decision. I get it, okay? Obviously, Logan Paul and his clown ass was more important in terms of posterity and watch time than you. And that sucks to hear. It really goddamn does. But this isn't like it's not like we're witnessing an actual like natural disaster happen before our eyes. So again, she even goes and contacts MrBeast, and she does something which I think is really filthy, which is leak DMs. I think if you leak DMs between anybody, that's just a gross violation of trust, and nobody should ever be messaging you. So she contacts MrBeast, and he contacts her. What's your phone number? I'd love to call and see if we can figure out what happened, which is pretty reasonable. She responds, hey Jimmy, my intention of speaking up is not to be malicious or create drama. Okay. I hate it when people just be honest, okay? Just be honest. Just be real. Come on now. I was really hurt by the editing decisions you made. Editing me out of the top 3 and making me look like I performed worse than I did felt awful. It has I've stayed silent for so long, it's causing me mental stress and anguish. It's not mentally healthy for me to have someone make me look worse than I am to millions of people. It is hide and seek, okay? You know, in reality, it's not like he made you look like a shitty person. It's not like he made you look like a terrible individual. It was a hide and seek placement. You placed one lower. I doubt anybody looked at you differently, and I doubt anybody in your core audience was really excited at the fact that you were out there to win at hide and seek. It also reminds me of like Among Us contests too, where people would purposely throw or flub up actual Among Us battles. That's why I didn't do a lot of Among Us collaborations. It really felt like creators were just using it as a way to like leech off each other's like fan bases. And to be honest, Among Us is boring as hell anyways, and that's one of the reasons why I didn't go into it. But getting mad over editorial decisions like this is a little bit laughable. In fact, not a little bit, very laughable. So obviously, he wasn't trying to make you look bad. Just give me some time. We can chat. I'm not mad. I just want to help. Why did you lie? Why did you say in the video you found Logan literally 1 minute before Zach? I outlasted Logan and was proud of what I accomplished. I don't know. It's been a while. Let's call and figure it out. Yeah, I would think after 2 years, the videos and the raw footage would probably be thrown into like archive or something, which he asked for, okay? I'd be more than happy to review all the raw footage to help show the timeline of events. By the way, if I ever collaborated with you and you come out to me 2 years later and you're asking for all the raw footage files of something we made 2 years ago, I'm blocking you, okay? That is some unhinged behavior. Unless you are accusing me of a serious criminal offense, then we'll go look into the archives. But if you're mad at me because we did a hide and seek tournament and I placed you a little up and below, let's be honest, that's how the industry works. What's even wilder is because MrBeast didn't communicate, she posted this, which, when I asked for the raw footage, MrBeast went radio silent. But of course, today it was even more insane, okay? The amount of DMs I'm receiving from people with similar stories, please know that you are not alone. You are seen and your experiences are valid. Now, this is the thing that really pissed me off to making this video. I've covered a lot of like situations like, you know, Club Penguin, a lot of these like really risque sexual assault situations where I have seen similar phrasings of words. And to make it almost, because if you look at just this like message, it makes you think like, oh my God, did MrBeast do something seriously like criminal in this situation? No, this is all about a hide and seek placement, which, listen, I sympathize with you. If you really felt that insane about not placing third place and being shown to the world that you're not a hide and seek failure, okay? That you podium finished, you should have talked about this 2 years ago, okay? Because honestly, doing this right now and then literally releasing a music video as well as we speak just shows me that this is a clout chasey situation. And to be honest with you, okay, phrasing stuff like this makes it look like this was a very serious situation when all it was is a hide and seek scenario. And I think personally, look, you might accuse me of extrapolating this, but to me, this just looks like you're downplaying very serious situations. You did a collaboration with the largest YouTuber in the world. And they did some editorial decision making because they are very min-maxing YouTube right now, okay? Trust me, I get it sucks. But this reaction that you had is without a doubt insane. And I think for most people watching, you can probably look at this and say, yeah, this is some genuine unhinged responses that she's giving. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. It is hide and seek. Let it fucking go, okay? That said, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking into the time the FBI built the largest criminal social network tomorrow. That said, I am out.